Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy.
He immediately took a liking to me. He said, would you mind if we can go somewhere and be alone?
All right, the first case this afternoon is Justin Bieber, DUI, alcohol, or drugs.
Give her that info. She can either stay at that hotel or do whatever at that hotel so she can bump into him.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
It was hard for me being that young and...
Justin took a quick interest to music from an early age, learning the piano, drums and trumpet as a kid. After the viral clip his mum posted onto YouTube, they continued to post more and revolutionized gaining fame from online platforms. Something so common today, but back then, this was huge. After being picked up by Scooter Braun, an American music talent manager, he was then invited to perform in front of Usher, and afterwards was signed to their joint record company. It didn't take long for his songs to take off and grow a massive fan base. But this is where the problems would arise already. In 2011, when Justin was around 16 or 17, he faced his first ever controversy after a fan named Mariah Yeeter went on to claim that Justin was the son of her newborn child. But this all started when the at the time 19-year-old fan claimed she was at a concert, security stopped her to come backstage, waited with a few other girls, and then met Justin, immediately going to the toilets to bang. Her story then follows that she tried to get a hold of Justin after she fell pregnant, but couldn't, so went to the press instead. Justin, terrified by this, came out denying the allegations and that he had no idea who this girl even was. She did not back down. In fact, she went on to give her side on Good Morning America.
Do you know this woman? Her name is Mariah Yeeter. Have you ever met her?
Never met the woman.
Girl, get therapy. This is not okay. She can't answer any of this guy's questions because she's obviously lying.
Oh, I can't do this right now.
And then realised she self-reported herself.
That because you were 19 and he was just 16, that you may be charged with a misdemeanor. Are there any concerns about being prosecuted over having sex with a 16-year-old?
At this point, she was threatening Justin with legal action, so he was like, alright, I'll take the test, and lo and behold, it wasn't his child.
Do you think the baby looks like him?
That is no.
A month later, she dropped the case and went on living her life. This is her now with her children. He goes on to write a song about the situation called Maria. There are countless cases of mostly women harassing, touching, and making Bieber deeply uncomfortable. James Corden, for the start. Surprise, surprise. Being 16 at the time, James makes these uncomfortable, flirtatious comments towards him and even rubs his face.
Can I say this? Lean into me again. You smell amazing. How old are you?
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 16. I'll be 17 in like 2 weeks.
I don't ever remember smelling that good at 16. Like that was bad.
Yeah.
Wow, look at your eyes.
You can tell he's uncomfortable, but he tries to play it off. You'll notice this is a common theme throughout these clips.
Just do it. Don't mess around. Don't tease me, Bieber.
Then you have Katy Perry, seen in a clip with Justin groping him. It was becoming the normal for these people to think that they were quirky and fun, to take their chance to touch a literal teenage boy. But this would prove even stranger when he was asked if he wanted to have the sex talk with radio host of Mojo in the Morning, Shannon Murphy.
Has your mom given you the sex talk yet?
I mean, like, I really don't want to have that conversation with my mother.
Yeah.
Like I've kind of had it with my father.
You want to hear? Oh, really? See, my
bit.
parents never gave me the sex talk.
Okay.
So why don't you give me the sex talk?
I feel uncomfortable right now.
Oh.
Why do you want to know the sex talk from a 15-year-old boy? That's pretty weird.
Strangely predatory behavior coming from a dog mum Jesus lover who still works for the station today.
Oh my gosh, he's kissing me. Here, come sit here. Come sit with me right here, dude. Justin Bieber just like comes up and you just started making out with me. You know that?
I know I did. Is that not appropriate?
Leah Remini was another person who was creepy. Take this clip of her trying to squeeze his face with Justin having to repeatedly shout no before she stopped.
I will squeeze your face. No, I will. No.
She then asked him an extremely awkward question in front of all his teenage fans in the audience.
Would you rather have to be naked on stage during one full song, or drink a cup of blended worms?
I have like little girl fans. I can't go.
Okay, imagine that.
Jenny McCarthy at the 40th Anniversary American Music Awards took this behaviour to the next level when she grabbed a hold of Justin on stage and kissed his neck. You think this is bad? She went on to say this.
But I took the opportunity in the window, considering I'll never get to do it again, and kind of molested him.
What an absolutely insane thing to say, using the words molestation to describe her own actions and then acting smug about it afterwards. She even went on to tweet further stuff, such as this Thanksgiving tweet. But we need to rewind again slightly to 2009, when Justin unfortunately was introduced to Sean John Combs, or more famously known as P. Diddy.
Please welcome P. Diddy.
We need alcohols.
Right.
Alcohols.
Right. You need the ladies, you need the booze.
You need some water. You need locks on the doors.
Hey, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
Usher introduced Diddy to Justin back in 2009, and despite the 24-year age gap, the pair were often seen hanging out. They even posted a video together about a crazy party they were about to have that night, while Justin was just 15 at the time.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose.
This is when allegations of grooming really began to show, looking back. In 2011, on the Jimmy Kimmel Show, Justin talked about how Diddy bought him a Lamborghini and even promised him a house soon too. Later, Diddy would scold Justin on live TV that he should know better not to discuss their antics to the public.
When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last time.
He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Why was a 15-year-old boy even allowed to be left alone with a man 24 years older than him? And where the hell was his mum during this? In another resurfaced clip, Diddy was asking Justin why he hadn't been in touch with him, with the cameras rolling to add pressure to his response.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, you know, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Again, why was he pressuring a literal teenage boy into not hanging out with him? When Justin turned 21, he was seen out partying with Diddy, taking his first legal shot. Obviously they were taking the piss, but this wasn't the only party he attended. Diddy also attended Justin's birthdays in 2014 and 2015. People found other clips of Diddy getting a little too touchy with Justin. Where the confusion lies though is that in 2023, Justin released a collab song with Diddy, calling it a full circle moment on his Instagram story. But sources would also suggest that Justin was so disturbed by the news regarding his old friend that he completely shut off. It's likely Justin isn't ready to talk on this yet, but in retrospect, a lot of what I've discussed here looking back looks deeply concerning.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
And Justin couldn't even catch a break. He was constantly bullied online by children and adults. And on top of that, with all the pressure, harassment, and potential grooming Justin faced as a teen, you are bound to crack.
Canadian singer Justin Bieber will appear in court later this morning after he was arrested and charged for driving under the influence of drugs and alcohol.
It started gradually in 2013 when he was caught smoking pot in a TMZ leak, leading fans to start the insane trend of for Bieber to get him to quit. Then in July of that year, he was caught pissing in a janitor's mop bucket. Then in October, he's seen during his visit to China being carried on the Great Wall of China. In November, he was spotted but protected by local authorities to graffiti a wall in Brazil, which caused an outrage since the police allowed this. Then, rumours that he was spitting on fans began to surface as well. It sounds like TMZ manipulated these photos to slander him. Then in January of 2014, he started beefing with his neighbours, egging them, and ended up forced to pay over $80,000 in damages. But then this behaviour went too far when he was arrested for drunk driving at Miami Beach with friends and spent the night in jail, grinning in his mugshot. Then in June of 2014, he was exposed for past videos dating back to 2009 of him using racist language and jokes as well. He took to Twitter to address these past racist remarks and apologised for them. This would lead him to storming off stage in October after fans were cheering him too loudly. He'd do this again the following week, cancelling another show after he tried to clean water off the stage. He does look back on this period of his life and describes that he was hurting. He talks more about this in his 2015 album Purpose. Bieber managed to keep himself fairly away from trouble. In further interviews, you could visually see that he was struggling with anxiety badly. One thing I didn't mention was his beef with the paparazzi, that's still ongoing. In reflections to podcast clips of Justin from 2020 with Zane Lowe, there's a few things he addresses in it that stand out greatly today. One where he shares concerns for his fellow friend Billie Eilish and wanting to protect her.
Yeah, I definitely feel protective of her. It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn. But yeah, just protecting those moments because people take for granted encounters and yeah. So yeah, I just want to protect her, you know?
From his shaky voice and body language, you can tell he's really hurting from past traumatic events here. And as much as I do agree with people that his mum should have protected her son more and shouldn't have let him have that much freedom as a teen, in past interviews with Patty, his mum, she spoke about dealing with her own issues with childhood, such as her dad leaving their family and sexual abuse, but still handed over her son age 15 to Usher and Diddy. And people have vocalised their disappointment in Justin's mum, and I definitely see why, as she should have been more protecting, even if she was dealing with her own stuff. Justin's current wife Hailey was originally a fan of his. I'm not talking casual believer, listen to a couple of songs. I'm talking full-time stalker since 2009. After they attended one of his talk shows and he took her backstage.
My name's Steve. And the third song, this is my daughter Hailey. The third song, we've been enjoying your music.
Thank you. I think I made briefly.
This is Stephen Baldwin, Hailey's dad, one of 4 Baldwin brothers, well known in the Hollywood circle. He gave Justin a skateboard DVD, and many reckon he did this on purpose to try set his daughter up. She was caught at his Toyota performance staring directly into the camera. Then at his movie premiere for the highly rated movie Never Say Never, there she was again, staring at him from afar. Stephen managed to catch Justin again and get their first ever picture together. Hailey's obsession turned to Justin's current relationship with Selena Gomez. She was actually seen holding up a magazine with the pair on the front. Then, in 2012, Selena and Justin were spotted on a sushi and cinema date. Hailey was once again caught stalking them in the background. This behaviour would turn to Hailey copying Selena in a number of cases. People started noticing a fair amount of her photos and poses were almost identical and often posted just days apart from when Selena originally posted them.
One thing I'm dealing with right now is being patient with myself. You'll be surprised to see how many people feel the same way or can relate to you, and you aren't alone.
A little bit overwhelmed and tired. I know there's a lot of other people that probably feel that way, and I just wanted to share that, say that not alone.
But if you think this is weird, it would become even more absurd in June of 2015, shortly after Selena was spotted with a new tattoo. It was a letter G underneath her left ear, with the inspiration coming from her little sister Gracie. Then just 2 weeks later, Hailey was spotted with the exact same tattoo underneath her ear too, and claimed that the meaning behind the tattoo was for Georgia, the daughter of the pastor's church she attended in LA. A past fan account uploaded a video with evidence of this behaviour. She showed us text messages between them where Hailey allegedly asked which hotel Justin was staying in and would often try and bump into Justin as much as possible.
The DM that was right above that she sent to me is gone because she unsent it right away. And if I went back to my MacBook from fucking 2013, maybe I could find that, because above that, and you're gonna have to take my word for this one because I don't have it, but she said, "What hotel is Justin staying at? Kylie and I want to know." So she never would stand outside somebody's hotel. But we would give her that info because she would say she would either stay at that hotel or she would eat at that hotel or do whatever at that hotel so she could bump into him.
Selena and Justin's relationship was on and off, but as soon as she became good friends with the Jenner family, who were already close to Justin, she no longer had to turn to stan accounts to find out where he was. The pair were spotted together on a date and spent the night together, but wouldn't officially label anything yet, as Justin felt as if he wasn't ready for another relationship. With the New Year's fast approaching, the Jenners took a trip to Dubai with Selena, and many speculate that this was orchestrated on purpose so that Justin and Selena couldn't rekindle their relationship together. I did find this anonymous post on Dumois' Instagram account explaining that this was a planned sponsored trip and that the person who was there claimed nothing was planned maliciously. Then in January of 2015, Halsey was spotted leaving a place with Justin, and Hailey would post an Instagram story asking her driver to skip the song on the radio, the artist of course being Halsey.
Can you change the station? Please.
Hailey would then be caught accidentally retweeting posts that shipped her and Justin Bieber together shortly after Justin had done interviews talking about his past relationship and how in love he was with Selena. Now, their relationship was very confusing. Justin was on and off with Hailey from 2015 to 2018, labeling it casual, but then in 2018, Justin would go briefly back to dating Selena, but then months later, he ended up marrying Hailey, officially making Hailey Baldwin Hailey Bieber. Okay, so they're married. She got what she wants. It was an absolute insane chase, but she's gonna settle down, right? She's gonna stop the stalking, chill out for a little bit. No, absolutely not. In 2019, after Selena released her song, Lose You to Love Me, banger song by the way, she would post an Instagram story of the song I'll Kill You by Summer Walker. She did come out and say that it wasn't on purpose, but that's for you to decide. Then it manifested in makeup videos. The exact same thing happened again. In October of 2020, Hailey got a new tattoo on her finger with the letter J, and fans notice it looks a hell of a lot similar to a ring that Justin Bieber bought Selena dating back as far as 2012. Selena also had a cooking show called Selena Plus Chef back in 2020 that ran until September 1st of 2022. 2 months after the last episode aired, Hailey would release a new series on YouTube. I wonder where she got this idea from. Who knows, it could have been from anywhere. This is far from a coincidence though. Both are filmed in their own homes, and the setup clips are strikingly similar.
So Nana, what do we call this? Cheesy tortilla chip casserole.
Selena had her Nana introduce the dishes they were cooking for the day, and Hailey copied this completely.
And Nana, what are we making today?
As you can imagine, this unleashed a gigantic deep dive rabbit hole, and now clips from past interviews compared side by side rings almost identical.
I realized that everybody else seemed to be narrating my life for me. Yes. So why don't I put something out that is my side of the story? It's not.
I was able to tell my story about who I was from my own mouth instead of people from the outside being able to tell my story for me.
Even stranger though was an interview with Selena dating back to 2016 of the press release of Rudderless, posted on a tiny YouTube channel with less than 3,000 views.
A while ago, what's the one thing you wish people knew about you? And I said I wanted it to be my heart.
What do you wish more people knew about you?
My heart.
People didn't really know me. They didn't know who I was. They didn't know Hailey for Hailey. And I just always had this constant battle where I was saying, I wish people just knew my heart.
Another situation was when Selena attended her album release party of Rare on the 10th of January 2020. It's alleged she knew that this would take place, arrived early, and stayed until Selena left. Through the back doors though, as spotted by paparazzi. Wait, you thought I was done? No. Fans have been speculating that Hailey's obsession with Selena has now shifted to Sabrina Carpenter. With rumours circulating that a divorce is pending, Hailey was caught using blue contact lenses which do look similar to Sabrina's eye colour. Then, outfit comparisons were made too, that seemed strangely similar to past ones worn by Sabrina. It said Justin had started taking interest in other women as he's getting fed up with his current relationship, backed up by clips of him seeming irritated by Hailey.
It sucks that the tour was
You just
postponed.
answered she was asking me. Huh? They were asking me, because it's my Lyme disease. It's not your Lyme disease. Are you...
I just was saying that you were taking all the necessary...
Listen to me, woman. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's the attitude.
In one clip, he skates away from her and she falls as she chases after him.
Go Hailey, don't fall, don't fall! Oh my god!
He also didn't wish her a happy birthday or make any public Valentine's posts. Now, I know this does sound like absolute brain rot, but get ready for this next one. It is wild, put your tinfoil hats on. Hailey did a photo shoot, and for some reason Justin wasn't in these. However, a strange body double that kinda looked like him was. People speculate that Hailey has been using this double for some time now to trick the paparazzi into thinking they're still doing stuff out in public together, as fans have been speculating that they haven't been together for some time now. This Justin Bieber lookalike is called Dylan Desclose. The evidence is small, however, could point in a strong direction. Justin has a neck tattoo of a bird with its wings close by to the letters Patience on his neck. His double, Dylan Desclose, has the same tattoos, but the wing is slightly further apart and smaller, so there is a small key difference. Well, if you compare it to this picture of Justin spotted by paparazzi, this could suggest that there is some truth to this theory. But I get it, that is absolute wild. Do not take that as 100% true. It could be complete bullshit. As of today, Justin has been spotted looking in a concerning state. But to be fair, he is a father now. It's gonna show. Recently, he's taken to Instagram to tease his new music on the way soon, but the press still seem to be hammering into this divorce allegations. Justin isn't perfect, and I can't defend him for every bad thing he's done, but he has grown so much over the years, and for that I do commend him. At the end of the day, none of this was his choice. He was a kid forced into a toxic industry, and I really hope he continues to take this path.
My name is Justin. This is how I go.
What are you going out to do? Shovel what? You're gonna do the job, are you?
It was definitely challenging to be a teenager and have to stay home while all your friends are going out.
Justin, don't throw snow at the camera.
I just knew that it's what I had to do.
And we're just saying bye. So I hope you get it soon. And if you can, send us something back. See ya. Bye.